I don't know, Tucker. I have like this huge internal battle going on right now.
I get it.
You know, I'm not going to quit, but I go back and forth. I mean, yes, there's a lot of positives and you talk to a lot of cool people and I'm very thankful for everything. But, you know, like I think about, I got a large property about 45 minutes south of here, lots of acreage, middle of nowhere, very inexpensive property that I've owned since I moved here.
Those are the best. Inexpensive rural property.
It's a little bitty fucking hunt cabin that's... You wouldn't want to bring a woman there unless my wife.
Those are the best kind.
But we used to go before all this shit happened. We used to go down there and just escape. Like we wanted to escape all the way back then. We don't have time to do that anymore. And like I went down there last weekend to actually like just get out of here. Even though I live in the woods, that's farther in the woods.
Yes,
and
I know the feeling.
I just fucking got down there, man. And I was like, it made me sad. Like I was like. Katie and I used to come down here all the time, not talk to anybody, no cell reception, no internet, no nothing. Like no jets flying over, no chemtrails, no noise, nothing. Yeah. Just solitude, nature, and a couple of people cooking meth across the street. But it just made me sad, man. Those were like better times.
Oh yeah.
You know, and now, you know, I built this business and fame is set in, and it's, you know, when you're building this shit, you sure as hell don't think you're going to look back on the times that you were before you even thought about building it and go, those were simpler, better times. It makes me fucking sad.
You can always be sure you look backward and consider time that has passed simpler and better. That's just the nature of life. You will always look back. I look back on the 80s and I'm like, damn, how great that was. I just think that's the way people are. But I think of it this way. It's like, and I think that's not just of myself, but of everyone around me. The more blessed you are, the deeper your obligation. That's just true. The point of leadership is to protect the people you lead. I don't believe in a flat society. I'm not a populist in any way. I believe that no structure, beginning with the family, works without leadership. And so I think a lot about what is leadership, and leadership is sacrifice. And so the more you've been given, the deeper your responsibility to sacrifice for others. I really believe that. And that's obvious when you're working hard toward a goal. You know, I'm putting everything into what I'm striving to achieve. You know, I'm fighting my way up. The problem for men, and so few men actually achieve this that it's almost never talked about. The problem for men is getting what you want. The problem is winning. That's what destroys you. The fight doesn't, I mean, you've been in real fights, I happen to know, not just with others, but with yourself, and you prevailed. That's way easier than winning. Winning is what destroys you. David was not intimidated when he picked up the stone against Goliath and then ran up and beheaded him. The problem set in when he sees this girl and he's like, I can bang her. I'm king. He destroys himself. That is the template for the way that men are. And no one tells you that because, again, there are so few people who actually get what they want, and there's no support group for people who won. But I know a lot of them. I know that you do too. And a consistent theme in every story is the second I got what I wanted, I could feel myself starting to self-destruct and lose confidence and faith in myself and my mission and all that stuff. And that's one of the gifts that we get, I think, as people, if we pay attention, is the humility that comes from failing. Like every time I've thought I've won and I'm like, get cynical and decadent and like, yeah, I'm in charge now. Then I get fired, humiliated again. And then I look back and I'm like, oh, thank you, God, for humiliating me, because it restores a sense of purpose and takes me down from hubris to reality, et cetera, et cetera. But underneath it all is the fact that the more you've been given, the greater your obligation to others.